Greetings, diehards. Your boy's here. Sorry for the little delay. I'm trying to get myself together here. So far, so good. Good game here, man. 42-44. Knicks are down by 2. Knicks were up, man. I was hoping that we can at least keep that 4 point lead, going into the second half. But it's all good, man. 44-42. I don't think that's really going to matter tonight. Basically, the same thing that happened last game is happening now. Except for the excessive point totals for the first half and the second half. I'm just talking about in the way that both teams play each other. So I think this is going to be a good game, man. So it should be a nice game like last time. The problem about this a game like this is that we're going to have to deal with or contend with like the whole third quarter of depth thing. So I think that's going to be a big problem for us in this game. As we continue on and stuff, man. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Geraldine McGyver, number 1 today. You got Big Task. You lost, man. You lost by what? 27 minutes. Salute Bodega Wi-Fi. Haven't seen you on here in a minute, bro. Peace to everybody. Let's just get it popping, man. Let me get this thing together. Let's mess around with some apps today. I need to learn to do that a little bit faster and not when the game is going on. So let me get this together. Make sure the sound is off. Let's get busy, man. As we always do here, let's take a look at this box score. We're gonna look at the summary. Check out the summary. Quarters. First quarter, Knicks were up 26-21. Second quarter, not so much. So hopefully that second quarter is the second quarter of depth, 16-23, and then we could just start the third quarter like we're supposed to, and then possibly do another 26-21 and 26-21 with the third and fourth quarter. Let's check out the game charts. Game charts. This is the Knicks shot chart. Almost not. This is kind of similar to yesterday. There's no corner threes. Everything is kind of like up and down, straight down the middle. So this is not the way that the Knicks typically play. We usually play all over the field, but this to me it describes that the Knicks are just going this way. Not really hitting those corners like we normally do. So, I still think we need to trade certain guys here that don't belong here. I'll talk more about that as we go along. Here goes the Celtics shot charts, more similar to what the Knicks would normally do. A lot of shots in the paint, shots in the corner, spread around threes. This is typically the Knicks shot chart. But this is a new Knicks team here. I don't know what's going on, but, we'll see as time goes on. Biggest lead, 10 for the Knicks, 6 for the Celtics. It's a good game, man. Guys are going back and forth. So the Celtics, we haven't had too much beef with them. It's been really like gentleman matches. Same thing with Indiana. I feel like Indiana and the Celtics, we had bad blood back in the days, but I think nowadays it's more of a mutual respect between the two teams. Rebound is about even. The assists is up for the Celtics as usual. Most teams blow us out in ball movement. Steals, blocks is the same. Turnovers are about the same. Identical, man. Free throw percentage, 30%. That is incredible. I want to see the box score so I could check that out. 45% from 3 for the Knicks, 25 for the Celtics. So this is typical right here. This is typical. The 30% from the free throw line is annoying. So that's probably the tail of the game right there. Let's check out the big 3 points in the paint, second chance points, and fast break points. Points in the paint, we're getting smacked in points in the paint. So do we even have a shot blocker? I know everyone keeps saying that Mitchell Robinson is needed for the shot blocking, this and the other, but 20-8 points in the paint. Do we even have a shot blocker? Second chance points, 10-4. Knicks are leading that category, which is interesting to me, because points in the paint and second chance points kind of go hand in hand. Second chance points, fast break points is 3-2. So it's not a lot of moving and grooving on the fast break point. But it's very interesting. Maybe this is the second chance points. The Knicks are leading 10-4. Maybe that's the reason why the Boston Celtics aren't able to get out on the fast break, because the Knicks don't usually fast break. So if this changes, then this is going to change the fast break points. If the second chance points changes, like I said, for the Celtics, then the fast break points are going to change. So we just got to keep doing the same thing that we've been doing here, and we should be able to win this game. Let's check out the box score, because the box score, I think, today is going to really tell the whole tale of what's happening. Let's check out these. Let's check out the Knicks first. So I'm really looking at these free throw thing here. RJ Barrett 1 for 4, Mitchell Robinson 1 for 4. Julius Randle didn't even go to the line. 1 for 2 for Quickly, and nobody else. So basically we're 3 for 10 from the free throw line. So I mean, if we made our free throws, that's 7 points we left on the board. If we make our free throws, we're up, right? So we're down by 2. We'll be up by 5 if we made our free throws. So that's interesting. Yeah, 3 point shooting. We're shooting lights out right now. What is it? 45%. So we're shooting lights out right now. So that's the tail. So that could taper down. We got to make our free throws, and we just got to play our game. Let's see what the point totals here. RG Barrett's decent, 3 for 7, 3 for 5 from the three. 4, 2, and 10. Julius Randle 7, 7, and 4. He has 5 turnovers. 3 for 10 from the field. Mitchell Robinson 2 for 2. He has 4 rebounds, no blocks. I keep saying it every night. Mitchell Robinson is like our Achilles heel to me. One of our Achilles heel. I think we need to upgrade that position immediately. Alec Burke 2 for 6. Emmanuel quickly tonight has been on ball mostly. He's been looking for his own shot, 4 for 7. I like it better when Alec Burks is running the point guard, man. So right now he's not doing that. He's starting. He's not running the point, so that's why you see that his stats are not as decent as they usually are. So that's something to play on as the game goes on. Taj Gibson is done. He needs a day off. He can't play multiple games in a week. He needs he needs a break every once in a while. So this is one of those days. 8 minutes and only a steal and a block. No rebounds, no points. Quentin Grimes, he's an enigma. 4 rebounds, 3 points. He had 1 3-pointer. Obi Toppin is complete dog shit on this team, man. He had a nice couple stints, early on, but now I don't know what's going on. Is he hurt? Is he frustrated? I don't know, man. But he's playing like complete dog shit too. If you're going to continue to have him in the corner spotting up for 3 and then only playing 4 minutes, then he needs to get out of here. We need to get somebody in here that's going to fit that role. Kevin Knox is sitting right there on the bench. He should be the one. If you're going to have the forwards sticking in the corners like that, then we need to put somebody in there that's going to actually knock down that 3-point shot. And we all know that Kevin Knox is absolutely going to hit that jump shot if he's open in the corner. So, that's the halftime talk for the minute, man. So, I got a chance to watch maybe like the first quarter completely. I watched the top of the second quarter and the bottom of the second quarter. So I was hanging out with the kids and stuff. We was actually watching Endgame. Before the game, we were watching Infinity War. And then just now we were watching the beginning of Endgame, man. So I got to watch that with the kids and stuff. So it's just interesting, man. Like the whole concept of human beings that they do something they want to they want so badly to stop something they can't stop it, and then they have to they're not good enough or whatever it is. They didn't research enough. They were arrogant in themselves. They lose, and then now they just 5 years later you still want to go back to the past to try to fix the past to make the future bright and all this other stuff. That's all movie stuff, man. You really have to live in the moment and stuff like that. Most Knicks fans don't live in the moment. We live about the past. Oh, we've been doing that for 20 years, this, that, and the other. We can't go back. There's no infinity stones. We can't go back. There's no pin particles. You know what I'm saying? So to keep thinking about the past and try to connect the past stuff with the new stuff, all it does is just cause extra, bad feelings out there. So I'm just saying that just to throw it out there to certain fans, especially those that are in my chats, my group chats that I have on WhatsApp. I have some on Instagram. I have some on Twitter. Some of the chats are kind of like crazy. I just wish people would really talk about now, live in the moment, and don't really go so hard about what's happening in the past, because what 20 years ago we're talking about the Knicks were bad for 20 years. How old was I when I was in 20 years ago? 20 years ago, I was like in my early 20s. You know what I'm saying? I was a baby myself. 20 years ago, and they're doing a 10-year challenge now. 20 years ago, I didn't have any kids. Now I have 3. You know what I'm saying? So right now, I'm a different person than I was 20 years ago. So like I said, I'm just bringing up the point that we just need to live in the moment. And this is not Paul Pierce's Celtics. This is not Patrick Ewing's Knicks. This is the current Knicks situation right now, and we're here. Mitchell Robinson sucks. He's not Patrick Ewing. He's not Tyson Chandler. Let's live in the moment. What's the name? Quickly is not not your favorite point guard, man. He's not a point guard. You can just go down the line. These guys are not the player that you thought they were in the past. These are different guys, different scenario. So we just got to live like that. Shout out to Geraldine, like I said, first one. Big task number 2, Bodega Wi-Fi. Chris C was good. Making our free throws. That's absolutely it, man. Like I said, we left 7 points on the board. So add 7 points to the score here, and you're talking about what 49-44. We'll be winning by 5. What's up, Ricky Gonzalez hanging out here with me on Facebook. Celtics are guarding the paint hard, and Knicks have no choice but to take perimeter shots. Yeah, I agree with that to to an extent too, man. The Celtics, that's the game plan. So you got a good coach over there and Oduko. So the game plan against the Knicks is to keep them out, just like you said, keep them out the paint, and then prevent the driving, prevent the dunks, prevent the pick and roll stuff, and then just hope that they keep shooting. The Knicks are taking advantage right now. They are shooting the jump shots. But as a game plan with a team like the Knicks, I don't think the Knicks are going to be shooting like this, the whole game. They're not going to be shooting 80% from the 3-point line for the whole game. So you take that thing, and then that would be our game plan. So that's interesting. We'll see. We'll have to see what happens, man. But at the same time, the Knicks are driving too much, and they're getting in the paint, but then they're kicking it out. So I would like these guys to start finishing on the inside because they do have Williams. There's a shot blocker. But he's only 6'8", so they really should be attacking the rim and look to score. It's not like a 7'2" guys in there, shot blocking out, master. It's not like Dikembe Mutombo's there. They really need to attack the paint and stop giving up easy layups. Quickly's guilty of it. RJ Randall's guilty of it all game. So we really need to fix that. What was you saying on Bodega Wi-Fi? What's going on with your avatar picture there, man? It's like a primate with a gun. Got to explain that to me, Mr. Wi-Fi, if you're still there. But Knicks' problem is the third quarter. I agree with that. Celtics' problem is the fourth quarter. Knicks' problem is the third quarter. But at the same time, like for the Knicks, it's game to game. Like I know everybody keeps saying third quarter of death, but we haven't really had a bad third quarter. The last game that we played against the Celtics was 2 days ago. We actually was kicking their ass in the third quarter. And then we kicked their ass in the fourth quarter too. So we'll see. I see Johnny Bryant talking. Let me see what he's saying here. Oh, I got to plug it in.
What do you need to do to make things tougher inside?
We got to do a better job of closing out under control. We got to get our help there so we can take away the drives to the paint and make them play on the perimeter.
Offensively, the threes in the first quarter falling all over the place. You guys were 6 for 10. That percentage dropped down to 20% in the second quarter. How do you get back to that three ball here in the third?
Continue to attack the paint. Once the defense collapsed, look out to kick out for the threes. I think we had some wide open looks that didn't go in. We'll continue to be aggressive on the offensive end and continue to take our shots.
Coach, thank you.
Thank you.
Mike Wally, back to you guys.
So polite. So I agree with him. I agree with what he's saying there. The Knicks need to do a better job of doing everything that he just said. And I basically said the same thing before he did. So I win. What's up, Jarrell? Jarrell's the man. Jarrell was dope yesterday, man. I appreciate you coming in, hanging out with me. Like I said, open invitation for Jarrell if you're up for it. What else? Bruce Taylor. What's good? Salute, man. Yeah, poor free throw shooting, man. We got Baga. Corner 3-point shot there by the Celtics. Celtics going on a slight run, 47-44 right now. Spoiler alert, the Knicks about to score because I'm at 42. My timestamp is 11:17 at the moment. Yeah, Burks is a horrible point guard. Burks is not really a point guard, But I don't think the Knicks need a point guard. People keep saying we need a point guard. We actually, like, if anything, we need a lead guard, not necessarily a point guard. It's the same thing. It's really like a play on words and that type of thing. But we just need a guard that's going to be like the lead person that's going to be doing the scoring or whatever. Not necessarily a pass first guy, because we definitely need an extra scorer out there to start with these guys to get the ball out of Julius Randle's in them hands and really call his number a lot, so just to save the other guys. I think we need that. Right now, Quickly could be that guy, but Quickly's so indecisive. He keeps doing that jab step. He'll drive left and stop. I hate that, man. He has an awesome first step. He needs to take advantage. So 49-44. Let's keep talking to you guys. Big task. I think the teams are not thinking about each other right now. I feel you. Let me see. Baga. Yeah. It's game to game. That game where RJ played really well. I forgot the team that we played, but we smoked them. It was Indiana. It was we smoked them with RJ and Julius Randle basically running all the offense, and it was great. It looked fantastic. So you ask why don't we let RJ control the offense? Let him do pick and roll with Robinson. Here's the thing too: pick and roll with Robinson. Robinson sucks. So doing pick and roll with Robinson is not the way to me. To say pick and roll with Robinson, pick and roll, yes. Maybe he needs to do pick and roll with Randall. That's what I'm thinking. Pick and roll with Randall, pick and roll with the scorers, not pick and roll with Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson is trash, man. If Mitchell Robinson is not standing right at the rim to get the dunk, he's absolutely meaningless. He doesn't get open the way that let's say like a DeAndre Hunt, it's gonna be DeAndre Jordan did in his prime. He doesn't really get up like that. He doesn't have the strength and stuff like that. He doesn't rebound. So my thing, if a guy's not rebounding every night, at least DeAndre Jordan was coming into every game getting 12 rebounds at least, sometimes more. So if Mitchell Robinson is not walking into the gym getting 12 rebounds every single night, then why are we doing pick and roll for him? I think it's a waste to me. I think we need to get away from that because like the point I'm trying to say earlier with the whole pass stuff, there was a method to that conversation. It's like Mitchell Robinson is not Tyson Chandler. Tyson Chandler, you can get him the ball, he can post up a little bit. He can hit the 15-foot jumper towards the end of his career. So Mitchell Robinson doesn't do that. So there's no reason to look to him to create any offense. So that's what I'm just like harping on that. We need to get somebody else in here that can actually do that type of thing, and then we can look to do pick and roll with Mitchell Robinson. Because the basic thing about pick and roll is pick. That's the first word, pick and roll. He can't set picks. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is with that. Bodega Wi-Fi, thanks for hanging out, Bodega. I haven't seen you in a minute, man. Yeah, Randall. I think Randall's he's gonna come on. He always does. Yeah, absolutely. Poor, Randall's good. He was frustrated the other game. With the whole shut the f up stuff. But like he really needs to look in the mirror about his the way that he plays because he's consistently doing the same bullshit every single time. But then he'll have his numbers, he'll get his points, he'll get his rebounds, he'll get his assists and stuff. But just little things about controlling the game and stuff, he still has not grasped that yet. So in due time, I guess, man. But hopefully we can get somebody else in here that could take that responsibility away from him. What else, man? Yeah, Obi is irrelevant, period. I feel bad for him. He's on the wrong team. So the potential for him is still there. It's still out there. So teams will take him in a trade because they'll use him a little bit better. So a team that wants what Obi can do, which is be like a Energizer Bunny, out there pick and roll and that type of stuff. If there's a team that can use him, they're absolutely going to make that trade, man. And we're going to get something decent back for him. So like I said, Mitchell Robinson, Obi. You want to talk about a couple other players that we could throw up in there? We can actually put together a decent package to get a decent player. So right now the Celtics are on somewhat of a run. They got a little momentum, 54-46. So far I'm taking a glance while I'm talking to you guys. The Knicks are just like, not necessarily like sharp right now. So I'm hoping we're not doing that third quarter of death. I know one of you guys already mentioned that. I hope it's not third quarter of death. Nice little pick and roll with Quickly and Randall. Good spacing on that play. So shout out to the spacing. Shout out to Shah. What's good, Shah? Holcomb was good, man. Yeah, they left a lot of calls out there. There was one play in particular. It was like maybe 3 or 4 plays right in a row, and they're just letting the guys play in the first half. Hopefully they keep it that way, man. Keep the whistle out your mouth, man. Let these guys dictate the game. Shout out to Holcomb. Yeah, Knox needs to take Obi Toppin's minutes. Because stop putting Obi Toppin in there and put him in bad positions. It doesn't make no sense. You're putting him in positions that make him look crazy. So if you want him to be out there shooting corner threes, then put Knox out there. You know what I'm saying? I think Knox right now is a walking into the gym 38 to 40% three-point shooter. I think that's a fact. I think most of you guys agree. Between 35 and 40, right? Absolutely, right off the bat. So if that's the case, then I want Kevin Knox to shoot those threes. If you want him to fake and drive, Kevin Knox is good at that. He's good at faking and driving and making those type of decisions. So, I would rather have Knox out there. So I think that's something that we really need to visit before we start making trades. Because if we do make a trade, Kevin Knox is definitely going to be one of those guys to be in that mix of a trade. And being a 3-point shooter in this league is valuable. Some team is going to find something for him. Eru, Marvel's Hit Monkey series. Marvel's Hit Monkey series? You gotta explain that, my brother. Marvel's hit monkey spirit. You're gonna have me googling while I'm watching the game. Foul on the floor, Mitchell Robinson. Knicks don't got nothing going right now. Celtics got all the momentum, 58-46. So like I always say, this is a game of runs. Right now, the Celtics are starting the first half on a run. I think the Knicks gonna match it. I think we're gonna end up with either with the lead or at least really close entering that fourth quarter. I got a feeling that we're gonna have the lead by the time the fourth quarter comes here. You got it's on Hulu. Marvel's Hit Monkey series is on Hulu. All right, I'm gonna write it down so I don't forget. Yeah, man. On Hulu. Yep, 46, 58. Knicks are down. Goes Tatum. Euro steps everything when he drives. I think Tatum is a talent, but I don't like his game. Julius Randle to RJ. RJ in and out. Drives against Horford into the double team. Back to Julius Randle. Julius Randle's going to stop and he's just going to do nothing. Give it to RJ. Top of the three-point line. He makes it. Very good. Very good. What's good, Pops? Shrink the scoreboard. Wow. You want to see my blemishes? You know what I'm saying? Want to see the blemishes? You know what I'm saying? Corner three-point shot by Horford. He makes it. Horford is a shell of himself, man. He's definitely like an older player now. He still could play. Smells like caca. He stinks, my man. I got to catch up with you guys. Shout out to the Philippines watching on Facebook. A lot of guys from the Philippines watching, man. I really appreciate you guys. Say it all the time, man. Tell all your Filipino friends if you like the Knicks and want some in-game commentary while you're watching, man. Tell them everybody to pull up. Yeah, man. Usually Geraldine, the last game we smoked them in the third quarter. So 61 right now, 61-51. So like I said, I think the Knicks are gonna either tie it or probably take the lead before the fourth quarter gets here. Because the spacing is good. It's just that the Knicks are not making good decisions right now. RJ with a nice little pull up and he makes it. He got fouled. That was a good play. That's something that constantly needs to happen. Get RJ Barrett foul line jump shots. See, the reason why RJ still got fouled there because Mitchell Robinson did not touch the man on any of those picks. Oh my God, he is a pick and roll and he's not touching the guy. But he wants the alley-oop though. If you want the alley-oop, you gotta touch the guy. You gotta create space. You gotta protect the guy with the ball. That's number one. Because what's the point of pick and roll if both defenders are gonna be touching the ball handler? It makes no sense. So that's something that this guy needs to figure out. I can't stand Mitchell Robinson. Knicks are playing good defense, not for nothing. They're switching pretty good, finding the three-point shooters, making the right rotations. Bad shot by Richardson, but it got a bailout. Who came out on him? Was that Randall? I believe there's a foul on Randall. What's up, Shaw? I don't know, man. I don't know about that. See, like if you want Karen Payton, I think it's a good idea. We need a lead guard, because we don't have a point guard. We're running Burks and we're running quickly. These guys are not gonna cut it. So I mean, trading him to Phoenix is something, it's a nostalgia. They need like a big man kind of to run around for them to do what they do there because they play a more up tempo game in Phoenix. So I get it. It makes sense. Cameron Payne will get here and he will instantly be the lead guard. Now, which Cameron Payne are we going to get here? Is Cameron Payne ready to lead a team? I think that's possible. So, I mean, it's a good idea. Like when you first see it, it's like, but to look at both sides, if you get him to be the lead guard, okay, fine. But I think the fan base will be totally pissed off if we traded Obi for Cameron Payne. So and also too, Phoenix is already a winning team, so they're going to be looking to improve. Rather than make a full-on trade to take some of the Knicks players. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's interesting for Cameron Payne. But for me, I think the point guard situation, quickly is a scorer. He's not a facilitator. But I don't think we necessarily need one, but we do need a scorer at point guard, in my opinion. speaking of the Celtics here, this guy Schroeder, Dennis Schroeder would have been really nice in that role because he's not necessarily a passer, but he's a good lead guard. He doesn't really find guys, but you can give him the ball and he can actually lead a team, with his scoring and that type of thing. So I think that would have been nice. But hindsight is 2020. Um, what's up, Jim? Jim, I always pronounce that word that last name wrong. So we got he says, what do you think of Deuce? Deuce stinks. No pun intended. But he'll be good. When he first came off the bench, he was playing really well. So he's just a rookie. He just got to figure it out. The defenses are going to clamp on him. His ball handling is not that great. He's not really good going side to side. You know what I'm saying? But those are things that he needs to fix. And his defense is there. His fearlessness is there. Everything is there. He just needs to keep developing. He's good. Could we use him now? Yeah, we could use him now. I feel like playing a 7-man, a 9-man rotation, which is really a 7-man rotation. I don't think that's going to cut it for us. You need to play more players, just to keep guys fresh throughout the 48 minutes of the game. Absolutely. Okay, yo, shout out to Shaw, right? So let's say if Shaw makes this trade with Cameron and Obi, right, and we go to Phoenix. Maybe Knox goes along for the ride because Phoenix likes to shoot threes, right? I could totally see Knox doing well in Phoenix, just being a 3-point shooter. I totally see that. It doesn't have to be for like 20-something minutes or anything like that. Just for like the same minutes he's getting, 10 minutes a game, him being a 3-point shooter. I could see him picking up a nice role for a team like Phoenix because they're a high-scoring team. They move up and down. So they're going to need the extra bodies that can actually be athletic and run the floor and shoot threes. So, that's interesting. And I think that absolutely would happen. So that's the problem I have with the trade to get a Cameron Payne, because we would have to get somebody else from that squad to help us out also, to go along with Cameron Payne. So, but anyway, that there's a conversation it's not a bad conversation. That's a good conversation. Yeah, man. My pop says, thank you. I'm not exactly sure why. For the screen, right? Yeah, for the screen. You want to see my beautiful face. Thank you for keeping me alive. Thank you for bringing me into this earth, Pops. What we got here. This is last cool. Coach should let Rose and Walker play. Well, Rose had ankle surgery, if I'm not mistaken. Ankle surgery, and Walker, he just has glass knees right now. So we're just gonna have to wait for those guys. What's the name? Rose, I believe he got like 4 more weeks, maybe 4 to 6 weeks left. Because it says 6 to 8 weeks. It's been some time now, so I guess we got like 4 to 5 weeks or so before he comes back. So he's basically done for the season until like towards the end, towards down the stretch. The Knicks are trying to shoot their way back. I thought the Knicks were gonna get a little closer. The lead is actually stretching right now. The Knicks are a step short on defense. Here goes Marcus Smart with a nice little shot into the lane. Here goes Julius Randle, rebound, pushing the ball up. Quentin Grimes is in the corner. Randle's ignoring him. He goes quickly, going nowhere on the pick. Now we got 14 seconds. We got Emmanuel quickly just dribbling at the top of the key. Here goes Tyrese Gibson with a pick. Emmanuel quickly doesn't take the pick. Corner 3-point shot by Randle. No good. Tyrese Gibson with the rebound. Kick it back out to quickly. They're ignoring Grimes. I don't know if you guys noticed that. Here goes RJ with a drive. Nice little layup. He misses the freaking layup, man. Yeah. He should have made that layup. My timestamp is 2:28. Here goes Marcus Smart with a just a pull-up 3-point shot. He makes it. Quentin Grimes is trying to tell everybody to calm down. They really do need to. Tom Thibodeau was calling a timeout. They need to calm down. They ignored Quentin Grimes on those last couple of possessions, trying to force the action. So Quentin Grimes telling everybody to calm down is absolutely true. Well, the alley-oop by Smart was crazy too. So Smart is basically creating offense for the Celtics right now. He's got their heart, and Tom Thibodeau called a timeout. Let's continue to see what you guys are talking about. We got Marc-Andrew Legaspi. I hear you, man. So don't mind that the Celtics fans are here. All right, I got you. Don't mind that. VJ Mantos. Oh, this guy. He's a Celtics fan. Okay, I got you. I mean, not for nothing. Well, you already know what I'm gonna say. Free throws are killing. Yes, absolutely. Shout out to the scorebot. We got a scorebot, a Celtics scorebot. So you got to update it. They got 71 points right now. So we got 2 minutes and 21 seconds left in this third quarter. This is not the way that I wanted it to go, especially my man Johnny Bryant. What he said at the half too. We basically were kind of like the same kind of message. And I don't think this is going to happen for us tonight, man. We're going to have to really buckle down. Right now it's 71-53. Celtics are on a run, so they called a timeout. I feel like Tom Thibodeau should have been called a timeout because now you only got 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go to try to cut this lead. So right now, I feel like the Knicks, if the Knicks can get to 60, to get it to 10 in 2 minutes, it's kind of asking a lot. But the Knicks definitely need to cut this lead down. We're not going to cut it to 10 because 2 minutes and 21 seconds is not a lot of time to do that. I see Geraldine is back. Geraldine comes in to make sure she's the first comment, and then she comes back to say what's up. Yeah, a night like tonight, we need Fournier because Fournier's a Celtic killer. I think Fournier is averaging like 37 points a game against the Celtics. That's incredible to me. That's incredible. So I mean, some players just have the other team's number. Like right now, the Celtics that's Fournier's team there. There's on the Boston Celtics, that dude Josh Richardson. He loves playing against us. He always has his best games. This year, he's had his best games against us too. So it is what it is. So Tom Thibodeau's coming off this timeout here. He's like looking down on his hand like he's on his cell phone. Hopefully we can get this thing together, man. I see the Knicks score sport alert on the screen, 55-71. So let's see this here. All right, they're looking ahead. They're talking about biggest comebacks. So the Knicks' biggest comeback was against the Bucks, the 26 point. I think I was at that game. Knicks are great, man. Let me see. So that was Grimes. See, the last couple plays, they ignored Grimes. Come out the timeout. I guess Tom Thibodeau did tell the guys that we're ignoring Grimes, and they found him on the first play, and he hits a 3-point shot. So, at least we're watching the same game. Tom Thibodeau was there, always getting on him about the fact that he's not watching, but he saw the same thing that I saw. We were ignoring Quentin Grimes for the last couple possessions of the game, of the before the timeout, I should say. Josh Richardson pull up jump shot. He goes the Knicks pushing the ball, push the offense, man. RJ stuck with Smart on him. Almost a defensive foul there by Smart pushing through the screen. He go quickly. He's going nowhere. Just going in between his legs. Not taking the pick. Foul line jump shot. He makes it. It wasn't the best play, man. Quickly, something's going on with him, man. He has that left lead stutter step that he does, man. That's not hitting, man. He needs to figure that out. What's good here? This is Apollo Reed. It's the same. It's the same Apollo Reed from the Guard of Knicks, man. Shout out to the Guard of Knicks podcast. These are my guys here, man. Let me put it up here in the corner. You can see the Guard of Knicks in the right corner. Shout out to my guys. Hopefully everything is going good with you with at home, man. I know you have something going on at home with the family, man. So I hope everything is going good, and you can start this new year the right way, man. We got to play better defense. You think that we're going to win? If you think we're going to win, Celtics are a bad fourth quarter team, so let's hope they keep it up. Absolutely, I think somebody else said that also. Like somebody said something about the fourth quarter team. Here we go, Bodega Wi-Fi. He's the one that said it earlier that the Knicks will have a problem in the third quarter. The Celtics' problem is the fourth. So that speaks good for us, man, because the Knicks usually play really hard in the fourth quarter. No matter how bad we play, we always make a comeback in the fourth. Not always, but we usually do. So I'm hoping that can change a little bit. Got 44 seconds left in the game. I'm behind a little bit, so Knicks are about to make a 3-point shot. So I'm looking at 57. So here goes RJ going around the pick, drives the lane. He makes a shot. So he makes a 2-point shot. Okay, so the Knicks have 58. So they made a 2-point shot. So that's 60. Celtics are calling a timeout because the Knicks got a little momentum. 44 seconds left, man. I really would love to get to 10. So that's asking a lot. I didn't think we were going to get to 60, but the Knicks went on a nice little, I think, what was it, like a 7-0 run, or a 7-2 run. So right now, I would love to crack the 10-point mark. 44 seconds with the Celtics ball. Celtics, if they depends on what the Celtics do. If the Celtics come down and score, or if we get a stop, the Knicks should be able to score quickly, hopefully, and maybe the Celtics will get a shot. So I don't know. I really don't know. I think the Knicks need to when they get the ball, they need to run a good play to get a score before that fourth quarter. I think that's the right play. Make a stop. Celtics got the ball. Make a stop. They can't score. Make sure they don't score. Come down, run a play, and get a score. You know, I don't want the Celtics to get another shot though. That's the only problem with that. I don't want the Celtics to get another shot to end the third. Because we really need to cut this lead before we get to the fourth. We need enough buffer to get to that fourth quarter. Like everyone is saying, Apollo and everybody. I like the Knicks' chances in the fourth quarter against this team. Yeah, man. 10 3-pointers. Oh, Klay Thompson, he got 14. That's the Cadillac trivia on the MSG thing there. Yeah, man, it's been a good day. Been a good day so far. I hope everybody's doing well. New Year's doing good, man. Like I've been trying to tell you guys, I need to lose weight, right? I actually want to lose 65 pounds because, a lot of people say they don't see it in me, but I mean, it's not like I have 65 pounds hanging off my face. I actually have it hanging from my tits and my stomach, man. So I really got to take care of that. 65 pounds is a lot. I'm way overweight. They got that 10-year challenge going, man. I'm kind of like ashamed to even post it, man, because like 10 years ago I was a lot smaller. Shit, 5 years ago I was a lot smaller. Aside from that, I want to say like at the beginning of 2020, which is only like 2 years ago, I had just qualified for the New York City Marathon, and I was 200 pounds. I was losing weight, getting ready for because I was going to attempt to run the LA Marathon that year, which is crazy. I wasn't able to do it because I think I caught like a sinus infection right before COVID. I caught a sinus infection, so I tapped out of the LA Marathon that year. But then COVID hit. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Yeah, COVID hit. So anyway, I hear somebody's smoke alarm going off. I hope that's not us. Hope it's not. Hope the apartment don't burn down in the middle of the podcast. That would be crazy. But yeah, man, I need to lose 65 pounds. Like I said, before COVID hit officially, I was like 200 pounds. So I gained 40 pounds since COVID hit. So that's crazy. And I already needed to lose 15 pounds. So it is what it is. 65 pounds is reachable. So we'll see, man. So yeah, Shelter should have never traded Crowder. I hate Crowder, but Crowder is a good teammate. He's a great role player on a winning team. I'll give it to him. He's maybe he's a little bit of a dick or an asshole, or whatever. But you need those guys throughout the course of history. The Knicks have had their share of guys. You got John Starks, you got Anthony Mason, Xavier McDaniel. Just go down the line. Even Sprewell. All the different guys that we had. Chris Childs. You need guys that tread the line of being like a good dude and like a villain. You need those guys to win. So Crowder's definitely that guy. The Knicks, do the Knicks currently have a guy like that? I think the answer to that is no. The Knicks don't have that guy that's like treading the water between, Psycho and whatever. You wish Mitchell Robinson was that guy. He's not. I think Julius Randle is that guy, but you can't have your main guy be the asshole. You need him to play with an edge, but to be that guy that treads the line, the same way that Crowder does, and different other guys throughout the league and throughout the league's history. It can't be your main guy. Shout out to Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley never won because he's the villain. Everybody else is soft around him, and he's the one that's the psycho. You can't really win that way, man. Even though he did make it to the finals, but your best player can't be the crazy guy. So I think the Knicks Knicks got to figure that out as time goes on. My pop says stop soda, so I drink diet soda. I drink diet soda for the reason because I just like the taste, number one, and number two, even though it might be bad chemically, which I agree to, it doesn't have calories. So the typical a bottle of soda is like 300 calories, right? 300 calories a bottle of soda. So the typical bottle of diet soda is 0 calories. You know what I'm saying? So it's basically poison water. Because I don't know what the phenylalanine and whatever else is in there. I don't know what that's doing to me, but it's not making me fat. You know. So far so good, man. Blah, 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 blah. Big task. IQ has 18 points, leading score. Let's check that out. We're starting the fourth quarter now. Obi Toppin is in here right now. We got Bitch Mob here. I want to see Burks is there. Quickly's there. We got Taj, Obi, and who's in the corner? I can't see the fifth guy. Oh, it's Grimes. Okay, Grimes is in there. So this is Bench Mob right now. So, the last game we had Bench Mob out there. They actually started, set the table for us. So let's hope that these guys could do something defensively to make the Celtics work. Launching 3-pointers, 3-pointers, last second shots there are good. Knicks not able to get the rebound. Taj Gibson's working hard, man, but we need somebody else. Yo, DeMarcus Cousins is not doing nothing, man. He's not signed right now. DeMarcus Cousins right now would be great, I think, man. But that's just me talking, talking to myself. Knicks defense is a step slow right now. Here goes Richardson again, pulls up. And Burks just stood there and watched him do it, man. Josh Richardson is not doing nothing else for you but shoot threes. So 79 to 60 on my clock. I see 82. So the Celtics are going to rain threes on us now. So the Celtics start the start of the fourth quarter on a run, which is not what we want, what we need. To be down by 12. All right, so Tatum just pulls up for three. Hopefully Tom Thibodeau calls the timeout. I'm looking for a timeout now. He goes quickly. They can't get the ball across half court. What the hell is going on? They don't call a timeout. Tom Thibodeau should call a timeout right now. He goes quickly. They're running a play. Nothing's happening. Nobody's open. Oh my God, what is happening here? Taj Gibson with a foul line jump shot. He misses it. Tom Thibodeau should have called a timeout there, man. I think that was a bad play. Go Tatum gets the ball swiped away. Grimes is guarding him. Taj Gibson coming out again to Tatum, swipes the ball like 3 times on him already. Tatum with that stupid crossover dribble. Boston Celtics got nothing going on here too, man. Man, these pull-up 3-point shots. Tatum almost made another one. Good fight for the ball. The referee called the ball, called a Knicks ball. Josh Gibson is arguing. It's almost time for a timeout. I mean, not timeout. It's almost time for a technical. He's going crazy. Technical foul, somebody. All right, spoiler alert, the Knicks about to score. My timestamp is 9:12 for anybody that's following. I got Brooks running the team here. Quentin Grimes goes around the pick. Obi Toppin was lost a little bit there. He wasn't even looking at the ball when the ball came to him. So we're going to get some free throws going here. Obi Toppin. Nice little pick set by Obi Toppin. The thing is, Obi Toppin, for all the athleticism that he has, being able to get up and dunk, to get up to make layups, or like to get contact, he can't do it. He's not good at that. So nice little inbounds play there by RJ getting open for the nice little layup. I like that. Man, dropped 45 pounds since July, working out 6 days a week, treadmill cardio. That's good, man. John Infante, shout out to you, man. 45 pounds is not easy to do that. I've done it before. I've lost 50 pounds before. Because I was overweight. I'm always overweight. I'm like Luther Vandross, man. We got 8 minutes and 25 seconds. Cantor kicked it out to number 12 for 3. They missed it. Here comes the Knicks running on a fast break. Obi Toppin is leading the floor there. He can't finish. And they didn't call a foul. It's unbelievable. Obi Toppin is trash. Obi Toppin is trash. For somebody that could jump so high like that and so athletic, something simple, him on a fast break to make a layup, he can't do that. He has no finishing ability. He goes Schroeder, pull-up jump shot. Right now, the Celtics are letting the Knicks off the hook, man. The Knicks can't capitalize on this run. You know, the Celtics just gave them like maybe 3 straight possessions. That's 6 points off the board right now that we blew. We blew 6 points right now. So I mean, you know, I feel like the Knicks should be 68 to 82. But now it's 62 to 82. 7 minutes left. 7 minutes left. We almost in the crunch time. So I mean, a 20 point comeback. I don't think that's happening tonight, man. It sucks, man. It fucking sucks. Goes Oakley. You know, I'm not ever mentioning Oakley again. You know, he's got a tell-all book coming, and for whatever goon they did that you thought he was, or heart and soul of the Knicks and all that, I think he tainted that since he's left the team in his old age. So to tell you the truth, Oakley was not that good. Oakley could barely jump. You know, he was intimidator, enforcer. He was necessary for the '90s and that type of thing. Guy couldn't jump. How many times did he get the rebound and throw the ball, 75 feet down the court out of bounds? You know, how many times did he do that? How many times did he dive for a loose ball and get caught for traveling? You know? So, I mean, tell the whole story. You know, he couldn't score. You know, you couldn't give the ball to Oakley and tell him to score. You couldn't do it. He could shoot a mid-range jump shot, though. I give you that. You know? He has an awesome hairline. I'll give you that, too. Yeah, we don't have a bully, guys. All right, so Obi Toppin finally comes out. So this is what it is, too. The Knicks did not have a successful run in the first quarter. Why weren't these guys pulled a little earlier? Like, if you want a chance to make a run to win this game, taking Obi Toppin and Taj Gibson out with 7 minutes left in the game, 7 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game on my clock is not the right idea. You know, it's the wrong game plan because now you put your team too far behind. And now these guys have to get warm and all this other stuff. He goes, oh my God. So that's game, I think. That 3-point shot by Jaylen Brown, I think that's game. Game set blouses. So, I mean, there's still plenty of time, 7 minutes left. The Knicks can make it into a thriller. But the Knicks just don't have it going right now for us to have that type of game. As RJ throws the ball out of bounds, and Schroeder almost retrieved it. So they call out of bounds for the Celtics. So his argument with the ref is not backcourt. He was saying it's got to be backcourt because, I mean, I get that. But Schroeder touched the ball, so it's a possession. So it's out of bounds on him. So that's the right call. I get why he's arguing though. What about water? Of course. I drink soda. That's not my primary source of hydration. Of course, I'm drinking water. So if I'm not drinking water, if I drink something else, it will be soda. Now, fruit juice. What am I drinking? Fruit juice? No, absolutely not. Fruit juice is high calories. So I'm not drinking fruit juice. Especially like picking up a Tropicana or anything like that. The Tropicana is you might as well drink a soda. It's still going to be like 300 calories. Some of those juices, there might be 400 calories a container. So that's not a good, in my opinion, that's not a good thing too. But if you're going to get a fruit juice, you have to understand that the fruit juice is a meal. You have to look at drinking fruit juice as a meal. So let's say if you was to get like something like carrots and other vegetable drink, those vegetable drinks don't have calories. So that's a good option. But if you're going to add fruits to it, you get, say, carrots and kale and that type of thing, and then you add apples and stuff like that, you got to be very careful because that's what brings the calories up. Oranges and that type of thing, pineapples, for the sweetness. You got to be careful because you might as well just pick up a soda if you're going to do that. Yo, Gerald, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. Should I just turn the game off? I feel like we should turn the game off and watch, see what else is on TV. At this point, the Knicks are terrible, man. I think I just might do that. If the Knicks don't cut into this lead, I think I might just change the channel and watch something else. We can turn this from the halftime to Crunchtime show to something else, man. I'll see what's on TV. We could watch TV together. Yeah. We were talking about this before. If I compare myself to Luther Vandross is dead. So, I don't want to be compared to Luther Vandross. in that way, in the literal sense like that. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that Luther Vandross went up and down in weight, he went up and down in weight a lot. He was the fat Luther and skinny Luther. You know what I'm saying? So, in that way, that's what it is, man. So, yeah, but his weight did fluctuate. I think he had diabetes and other things, thyroid problems and stuff like that. But I get it, but I'm half joking, but I really need to stop with the weight gain. Losing and gaining is not really healthy for you to do that. Yeah, man. Yeah, Oakley. Yeah, I think you're talking about Oakley, right, Pops? Here goes Jen Lee. Your Knicks are trash. We weren't trash the other night, man. So respect. You know what I'm saying? Respect. That's all I gotta say. The Knicks beat you guys at the buzzer the last game. We beat you guys, I think, the home opener, right? Then we beat you the home opener. So the series is split 2-2, if I'm not mistaken. If the Celtics finish business and win this game tonight, the series is split 2-2. So so it is what it is. Knicks could be trash. You can say whatever you want, but we beat you twice. We just beat you the other day with a game winner. So yeah. He goes, this guy, Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown just did a interior pass to nowhere. He should have just laid it up. RJ drives in to nowhere. He goes Burks. He goes a pick set by Mitchell Robinson. Doesn't even take the pick. Kicks it out to RJ, which shoots an air ball from 3. And I think we're done, guys. Excuse me. I think we're done. The Knicks are not making a run right now. Celtics are about to score. They're about to shoot a 3, actually. Because on my clock is 85-65. Who's gonna shoot that? Number 12 shoots another 3-point shot. Bang! All right, so that's the game right there, man. What's on TV tonight, guys? What do you guys want to watch? Let's give you guys some run here. Knicks are trash. Fuck Dolan. I don't want to fuck Dolan. Dolan looks like he's a millionaire and stuff like that, but he looks like he stinks. Like Dolan, when you look at pictures of him, it looks like he smells like piss. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to fuck Dolan. Even if I was like if I was into that type of thing, I totally would not be attracted to that guy. So no, no fuck. Well, he's a billionaire, so maybe I should fuck Dolan, right? Somebody fuck him. Jesus Christ, he's a millionaire. So that's how it works, right? They probably make you sign a non-disclosure agreement. So you probably get some money out of it. So it might be worth it. Turnaround jump shot by Jaylen Brown, no good. The Knicks are going to make a 2-point shot here, but it is going to be followed by a Celtics shot. So Mitchell Robinson gets a rebound with him standing underneath the basket. Such a great player he is. Celtics are going to come down. They're going to score here. Schroeder, nice little layup right to the bucket. Let me see. John Infante. Same old Knicks. They will tease you one. Yeah, absolutely. This has been the game. This has been the year of the tease. But it is what it is because I think the record reflects it, right? What's the Knicks record? I'm gonna have to figure that out. What's the Knicks record? I don't see it posted anywhere here to see the summary. I don't see the Knicks record posted anywhere. I'm gonna have to do some manual, but I think the Knicks are basically the Knicks might be 500, or they're gonna be 1 game below 500, if I'm not mistaken, or 2 games below 500 after this game. So we are where we should be. We are where we should be. So it is what it is, man. Knicks are trash. Yeah, I don't know how many times you're gonna say it. I can't. I mean, that's what I'm saying. If you guys can tell me something good to watch, we can watch it together. Let's do a watch along, watch something else. Randall not coming back in the game. I don't know. I don't know if he's hurt or something. Tom Thibodeau is something else, man. Maybe they're punishing him for what he did the last game. I don't know. I really don't get it. Yeah, Boston's fans. If you ever been to Boston, I don't understand why Boston fans are like that. Why they're just douchebags like that. They live in a beautiful city. They live in a beautiful city. Not for nothing. I've been to Fenway Park a few times. I actually ran a Spartan race at Fenway Park once. So Fenway Park is beautiful. I've been there. I've walked past the green monster, that type of thing. I've been in the dugout. Beautiful freaking arena, Fenway. Then like I said, the city is great. Driving around the city is amazing. No matter if you're in a bad neighborhood or a good neighborhood, it just looks beautiful for the eyes. The way that the houses look, the scenery and stuff like that. It's like being upstate New York. So I give you guys respect for a place there. So why are you guys such assholes? The air is nice and crisp there. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why you guys are like that. A bunch of douchebags. But it's all good. This is New York and Boston. There's a rivalry there. I get it. But you're talking about a rivalry that was in the '80s, man. When the Knicks were good in the '90s, the Celtics sucked. The Knicks didn't care about Boston when we were winning. The Boston was far away from my mind because they weren't in the playoffs. When the Knicks were good, like I said, in the '90s, Boston sucked. And then when the Celtics were winning the championships, the Knicks weren't that good in the '80s. So I mean, it is what it is. The Celtics were winning with Paul Pierce after they got the big three. Okay, whatever. But other than that, what's the problem? Yeah, man. Yeah. Whatever, dude. It's like a waste of breath. Keep typing, man. Maybe it makes you get you off a little bit. Let me see. Celtic fans, good game for the Knicks. No Kemba, no Fournier. I mean, you could look at it that way. There's always a bright side to everything, man. The Knicks are missing players. There's a lot of things going on with the Knicks. We're missing a lot of stuff. Julius Randle's there. I see. We're dangerously close to getting to a 30-point blowout, man. We definitely don't need that. Okay, let me read this. New York's name is so nice that for every team, whatever sport they beat us, they feel like they won a championship. Well, I don't care. We the Giants beat the New England Patriots twice, right? So what you want me to tell you? What do you want me to tell you? Knicks are terrible, man. 71-92. You're just gonna have to forget about this game to see what happens next. Yeah, man. I'm a little late with the comments here, but I was talking about fuck Dolan. I don't want to fuck him either, man. But like I said, I'm making a joke, but he's a billionaire. So if he's gonna give me some money to fuck him, I might have to think about it. Oh my God, is my dad still watching? Lord have mercy. But no, for real, all jokes aside, you know what I'm saying? You could be religious or whatever you want to say, but if a billionaire say he gonna fuck you for $10 million, I think I have to think about it. Oh my God, man! Like, do I have to be awake? You know what I'm saying? Do I have to do anything? Can I just sit there? Can we get drunk? Maybe I'll spike your drink and shit like that and make it pretend or something. I don't know. Lord have mercy. But I think I'll get over it. If you gave me $10 million, I think I'll get over it. I was gonna say something else, but I already went too far already, man. Lord have mercy. All right, so leave him on the bench. All right. Only thing good to come out of Boston, it was New Edition. Facts. Facts. Yeah, New Edition is the shit. New Edition, what else? Not for nothing. What new not the Backstreet Boys. What do they call New Kids on the Block? Ain't they from Boston? Marky Mark, Mr. Mark Wahlberg, he's a decent actor. He got a couple decent movies. I don't know what else. Ben Affleck, Matt Damon. But other than that, I don't know, man. Yeah, my pops. Sorry, pops. I gotta do it, man. Yeah, my pops don't think I'm funny. Ever since I was a kid, every once in a while I might make them laugh. Well, a lot of times they'll say, "You think you're funny, right?" Like, yeah. I just be saying stuff, man. I think it's funny. All right, so the Knicks got punked. Yep, the Knicks got punked, man. It is what it is. One thing I would appreciate is because the Celtics fans are saying whatever they're saying in the chat, but at the same time, if you look at the energy of the players, look at the Celtics players, they're giving us the respect. They're beating us, but they're beating us respectfully. So I give it to them because I got a lot of love for all these players. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum is a good kid. Marcus Smart is a champion, great on basketball player. I wish he was a Knick. A couple guys on their roster, man, are decent players, man. So I respect the stuff that they've done throughout the years, So, especially the recent players, I respect everything that they've done. Even the Birds era, you got to respect them, man. So, I think right now with this current team against each other, they got to give us the respect. So I think that they're doing that. You don't see guys showboating. You don't see guys overly cheering. You don't see their bench going crazy. They just handling business. So after the game, I'm actually gonna watch to see the reaction, the in between each other. Because if there's a mutual high fives and hugs and stuff after the game, that's gonna be fantastic. So I love to see stuff like that. The respect. This basketball court to me is like a dojo. If you ever did martial arts, if you ever went to a martial arts school that was worth the damn, if you come into the doors, there's a lot of respect going on. You can't touch the mat without being without the sensei or whatever you want to say allowing you to do it. Telling you that it's okay to do it. A lot of respect. Rules and etiquette and stuff like that. So the same thing with basketball on a basketball court. To me, I think there's rules and etiquette, no matter where you go. You could play in the hood, you could play in a good neighborhood, quote unquote, or you could play anywhere around the world. I played in different places. I didn't travel the world, but I played basketball in Mexico before. With people that I'm not used to playing with. I played basketball in Florida. I played basketball in Cali. You know what I'm saying? I've been different places to play basketball. Boston. I've been different places to play basketball, and no matter what, lingo aside, the respect in the game is mutual, is universal. You know, growing up in New York City, I've played with different people from Germany and in Manhattan, Japan. A lot of Chinese, play basketball. So the universal language is the respect on that court, man. If I'm not getting those vibes, and then I just don't play. You know, yeah, absolutely. We got on my clock. I got 1 minute and 11 seconds. So I see the young guys are out there. Shout out to Jericho Sims. I feel like Jericho Sims could have got some run today. Today would have been a nice day to get Jericho Sims out there because I felt like Taj Gibson played hard, but he didn't have it, and Mitchell Robinson wasn't playing any good either. So Jericho Sims, with the way that Mitchell Robinson is playing and the way that Taj Gibson is playing, why can't we have a three-headed monster at center? I don't get it. Jericho Sims would be nice, man. Yeah, absolutely, pops. Half the time. Pause. Mexico. Um, if you live in New York, right? If you live in New York, you're thinking about like the short Mexicans. I can't understand that. I've even talked to some people from when I went to Cali. We had that conversation, and they can't really tell you. They can't really tell. They kind of give you like whatever, like have maybe I offended them, but they didn't really know how to explain it. But anyway, in New York, you get the short Mexicans. The freaking 5'3" Mexicans. The whole family is like below 5 feet. So you get those Mexicans here, so short arms and that type of thing. But everywhere else in the world, man, Mexicans are freaking 6 foot and change, man. So how was it playing in Mexico? Just like playing here, man. They have guys that are tall. Mexicans are pretty strong, man. From what I remember. It was decent. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like a crazy like I was playing like a high level run, but it was decent, man. But like I said, when you play with quote unquote Mexican people or South Americans or whatever, they're a lot taller than they are in New York. So that's interesting. So anyway, the game is over. I know you guys don't want to hear me talk anymore, man. But this is the end of the halftime, the crunch time. Knicks lose again. See what you guys are saying. Tips will be out of here at the end of the season. He might, man. We'll see what happens, man. But this is the end right here. The Knicks lost almost by 30, man. We're talking about 24-point loss. We're on to the next one. Before we go, let's look ahead at the next game. The Knicks play San Antonio on the 10th on Monday. I actually might go to that game. So shout out to my pops if you're still watching, pops. I think I might try to get tickets for Monday because the tickets are cheap right now. We play the Mavericks and then we play who's this on Saturday. 3 games next week. Saturday we play the Hawks. All right, so we got 2 games that we should win. Well, we should beat the Spurs. We got to play the Mavericks, and then we play the Atlanta Hawks. So it should be a fun week. All right, guys. If you guys are into the post game shows, go follow your favorite post game. What do you call Nothing But Knicks. You got Guard Up Knicks out there, and whoever else you like to watch. I see you guys later. And if I could say anything to piss off my dad or whatever, go find yourself a billionaire, and you know the rest. All right, I see you guys later. Evil out. 4 fingers to that forehead, tucking the thumb. Salute. See you guys on the next one. Peace.